What's up, my peeps? I've got some brand new gameplay for you guys, and I mean brand new because I've never posted up something like this before. This is WWE Supercard. And I usually stick to the console games like WWE 2K14, but I decided to post this up because I've been having a lot of fun playing this game. I've been playing this game a lot, as you can tell from my record. I've got over 1,000 matches played. Now, the reason why I haven't posted up gameplay of this until now, because this game came out about 2 weeks ago, and it's doing pretty well. It's got over 1.5 million downloads right now, I think. And the reason why I haven't posted up gameplay until now is because I'm playing this on Android. And on Android, it is such a pain to find a good program to record gameplay. There's a bunch of them where you have to root your phone. I didn't want to root my phone. And on top of that, I saw videos of those apps, and most of them were laggy and had choppy video. So I was like, alright, so I have to root my phone, and on top of that, the quality isn't even all that. So I didn't want to do that, but thankfully, I found a good program, which I'm using right now. It's called Lightcam, and this program doesn't need a rooted phone. You don't need to root your phone. So I was happy about that, and the video quality is also great. There's no choppiness like the other apps. And there is a free version. There's a free version. If you like that, you can also purchase the full version. I'm using the full version here. But if you guys, want to try it out, I'll leave the link in the description box. It is called Lightcam for Android. So, let's start this off. I'll show you guys how this game works, and show you guys my deck in this card, and just play a couple matches. This is, by the way, live commentary. And, initially when I, saw the trailer for this game, and I saw it was this card game, I was like, alright, this looks kind of lame. I was hoping for a wrestling game. I was like, come on, a card game? But then I saw so many people saying it's so addicting, so I was like, alright, let me try it out. I've got nothing to lose. So tried it out, and those people were right. I'd go as far as to say this is probably the most addicting WWE game out there right now, and it's not even your typical wrestling or fighting game. So, this is my deck of cards right now. I've got an ultra rare Roman Reigns, which I've maxed out. I've got a super rare pro Bluetista or Bluetista. Actually Bluetista, I guess, because the card is blue. But yeah, I've got a Batista super rare pro, and the reason why it's a pro, it's not just super rare. Pro is when you combine two of the same cards together. So initially this Batista was just a super rare Batista, but then I got another super rare Batista, so I combined both of them and got this super rare pro. Now there is a technique to combining. You don't just combine cards whenever you want to, although you can, but the result will be much better if you max out your cards before combining them. So anyways, I've got an ultra rare Rob Van Dam, which I've also maxed out, a super rare pro Alberto Del Rio, which is like the most common super rare card out there. So it's like he's not even a super rare. Well, he is a super rare, but he is, like I said, the most common super rare out there. Because I see, like, everybody I see almost has, the same Del Rio card. Anyways, I've also got a rare AJ Lee Pro. And the reason why I've got 3 pros instead of, like, an ultra rare or something like that is because finding an ultra rare is a lot harder than getting, super rare or rare or, uncommon and common. Now, for those of you who might not have played this game, there's a bunch of different cards, or levels of cards, I guess. There's, like any card game, there's your common cards. The ones that are, like, let's say you buy I used to play, Yu-Gi-Oh! And, you had your normal cards, which were just cards. They weren't shiny or anything. But then, you've got your rare cards, which shine, and then you've got, actually, I don't know if Yu-Gi-Oh! Had, like, ultra rare. I think they did, actually. Yeah, I think they did. Yu-Gi-Oh! I believe had normal cards, and then you had rares, and then you had ultra rares. So anyways, here you've got your common cards, which are gray. You've got the uncommon ones, which are green. You've got the rare ones, which are blue. And you've got the super rare ones, which are a darker blue. And then you've got your super rare cards, ultra rare cards, which are purple. And on top of that, you've also got epic cards, and you've got legendary cards. So there's not just, common and rare, and that's it. There's a bunch of different levels. And with all of your cards, you can level them up. So as you can see here, my Reigns, he's at level 30. That is the max level. Unless I find another ultra rare Reigns, and then I combine both of them, and then I can level that one up too. And as you can see, my Batista here, he's the only one in my deck right now that isn't leveled up to the max. I've got seven more levels to go until he reaches the maximum level. And whenever I want to level him up, all you have to do is you click on train. Actually, I should have said all you have to do is believe, but I messed that. Anyways, you click on train, and then you pick a card for him to train against. Now, keep in mind, the card you pick, you're no longer going to have that card. So I'm not going to pick out a rare card. I'm going to pick out a common card. So I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, actually, I missed him. Hold on. There we go. I'm going to pick out Heath Slater. Let me try my Batista with the Heath Slater. Now, if you pick out like an uncommon card, it's going to level up, your card even more. So if you pick a common card, it's going to level him up a little bit. It's going to give him more XP, experience, but not as much as if you pick an uncommon card. And definitely not as much as if you pick a super rare, a rare or a super rare. Now, right now, I'm actually going to pick out a few uncommons, the ones I have, and the common Heath Slater. And let's see if I've got some common boost cards, because there's also boost cards. Kind of like, I guess, magic cards or trap cards for Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually, not like trap cards, but they're cards that boost your stats. So, no, I'm just gonna stick to the superstar cards. And let's see if I level up Batista here, and I do. So he leveled up now to level 24, which, as you can see down below, that increased... Oh, I just clicked. But anyways, that increases power, toughness, speed, and charisma. It increases all stats. So, now let's actually get into a matchup. Let me go with, I don't know, go with the Eva Marie, the guy with the Eva Marie picture. Now, when you play against somebody in this game, you're playing against their deck of cards. You're not actually playing against them live. So they're not the ones making the decisions, choosing which card to put and all that. It's a CPU that does that, but that is, somebody's actual username, and that is somebody's actual cards. So, as you can see here, it says the first match is a solo match, so one-on-one match, and it highlights speed and charisma. What that means is you've got to pick a card out that's got good speed and charisma, because the person that's going to win this solo match is the person that picks out the card with the better speed and charisma stat. So I want to make sure I win this. So I'm going to pick my Del Rio card here, which currently has the best charisma and speed of all my cards. So let's see if I get this. My Del Rio has 266 speed and 295 charisma, and he's picking up Bray Wyatt, which doesn't have as high of stats. So you know what that means? I'm going to win this. Now he's using a boost card, which is going to boost all his stats by 9, but that's not going to be enough. And my Del Rio right there, I didn't use a boost card, but he used a special ability. A lot of the cards have special abilities. Now, these special abilities don't trigger every single time. There's like a percentage of chance that it might trigger. So I was lucky there it triggered. Actually, I wasn't lucky because I didn't need it in this instance. I didn't need the boost there because I would have won anyways. But it triggered. So anyways, right there, right now it's a Divas match. I need somebody, or I need a diva with power and speed. The thing is, you've only got one diva in your deck, and I've got this super rare pro AJ Lee. Now I could use a boost right here. I've got one boost that decreases the opponent's toughness and charisma both by 17 each, and I've got another card that boosts all my stats by 13. Now I'm not going to use any of these. I'm just going to save it just in case, because I might use it and the other card might still beat me. So just in case, I'm just going to pick the AJ and keep the boost in case I need it for the other match. So let's see here. He's picking out Eva Marie, which, by the way, the Eva Marie cards in this game are really overpowered. Now, she's got better stats than me, so the Eva Marie card is going to win in this instance. If I would have used the boost here, I might have won this. Maybe. I'm not sure. But either way, I'm pretty confident in winning this last match. So in this one, I need somebody with a good amount of toughness. So I'm going to pick Batista, but... See, here's the tie. This is the tiebreaker. This is the third match, the last match. We've both got 1 point right now. So I need to win this one to win this session or this match. So I'm definitely going to use a boost. I'm going to use the minus 17 toughness and charisma. It's not minus to me. It's not going to decrease my stats, but it's going to decrease my opponent's card stats. And I'm going to pick out Batista. Hopefully it's enough. And it looks like it's going to be enough. because right off the bat, I've got better toughness stats, and on top of that, I'm using that, that card, that boost card, or that card that's going to decrease his toughness. Now, he uses the special ability triggered for him, but that special ability only increases his power, which is not relevant to this match. So, I end up winning, and yeah, I won this match. So, as you can see, it says I'm a winner. And by the way, if you run into me in this game, I'm playing on Android. My username is Deagle. And I've got the Ryback picture, so just so you know, if you're wondering if it's me or not. So right here, because I won the match, I get to pick out 2 cards. If you lose the match, you only get to pick 1 card. But since I won, I get to pick 2. Hopefully it's 2 good cards, but who knows. Either way, even if I don't get like a rare card, like in this case I got a common Rey Mysterio, I'm not gonna use that in my deck, but I can use it to train my Batista or any other card. So afterwards I've got, let's see, I've got a common Kane. So, I'm like I said, I'm going to use these to train my Batista. Now, a lot of people, after every single match, they'll go, click on edit deck and then, train their card. But to me, that just gets, like, annoying, just every single time after every single match. The thing is, once you're at a high level, like, my Batista card here, he's at a high level. So it's going to take more cards to increase, his level. It's going to take, the cards I use, it's not going to increase his experience, his XP as much as, let's say, a card that's at level 1. So, just, training him with 2 other cards, it's not going to level him up. So I'm not going to waste my time after every single match and, boost him up or train him against 2 other cards. What I do instead is I play a bunch of matches, and after 10 or so matches, I'll then train him with all the uncommon and common cards I got. Sometimes I use rare cards to boost up my cards, but most of the time I like to keep my rare cards for some reason, although, I've already got super rares and ultra rares. Anyways, let's go and play another match against, why not play against Fear here? The guy with the Undertaker picture. So, let's see how I fare with this guy. It looked like he was the one with the highest wins out of the ones I saw. So, first match is a Divas match. I noticed that most of the time, when it's a Divas match first, that the CPU will oftentimes use a boost. Personally, I don't like to use my boost right away. I like to keep it just in case. Like here, I'm betting the CPU uses a boost. Oh, actually, he didn't. I'm surprised there, because like I said, most of the time, they use a boost. So anyways, I won the first match, or first round, and then you've got a tag team match. So here, the tag team match, we need some power and some toughness. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use Batista, and I'm going to use Roman Reigns. I'm not going to use a boost. I think I've got a good chance at winning this one without using a boost. So let's pick out Batista and Roman Reigns. And the reason why, so this is something to note in tag team matches, you want to use characters that have got like opposing triangles. So as you can see here, Roman Reigns has a yellow triangle and Batista has a yellow upside down triangle. And you want to use that way it gives them a 10% boost. Now, on the other hand, my opponent here, he's using a Macho Man and Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant has a yellow triangle, and Macho Man has a blue triangle, which is going to decrease his stats by 5%. So you want to have cards that either have a matching triangle color, or even better, a upside down triangle with a regular triangle, or a triangle on the left with a triangle on the right, because that gives them a 10% boost. If they've got the same exact triangle, it doesn't decrease their stats, or it doesn't give them a boost. So, their stats remain the same. Oh, my phone went on standby. Anyways, so I've already won the match because I already won 2 matches. So this one really is irrelevant. I don't need to, use any boost or anything like that. I could if I want to, but either way, whether he wins this one or not, I've already won the match. But why not? I'm going to use a boost. I'm going to use the 13 plus on all stats here and pick out my Del Rio. And let's see if I win this. Oh, cool. He's got an ultra rare Batista. But as you can see here, this is an ultra rare Batista. But my super rare Batista has better stats than him. Now the reason for that is because my super rare Batista is a super rare pro, which means I combined two super rare Batistas to form my super rare pro Batista. I know that might be a lot to keep up with, but super rare pros will oftentimes beat a regular ultra rare. Same with like a common versus uncommon card. You'll find that most of the time a combined, common pro card will beat an uncommon normal card. So I want a match, I can pick two cards. So let's see here. I get a common universe card. It adds 7 to charisma. And I get a common Biggie. Alright, so I'm going to use these cards to train my Batista, but not right away. I'll play a bunch of matches first. Let's go with Alex. So as you can see here, it's all about, beating other people and then getting new cards and then using those cards to train your current cards. And in some cases, you'll get, if you're lucky, a really good card, and then you could, switch out one of your current cards for that new card you got. And, when you get a double card, so you've got two of the same card, you want to combine them to form a super rare pro. Now, before you just combine them when they're at, like, level 0 or level 1 or whatever, you want to level them up, because that's going to further increase their stats once you combine them. So what I did for, my super rare Batista and my super rare pro Batista and super rare pro Del Rio is I leveled them both up to the maximum level before combining them. So not just so if you've got two of the same cards, don't just max out one of them and then combine them. You've got to max out both of them and then combine them. So anyways, let's actually get on with the matchup here. Solo match, power and speed. I'm going to go with Del Rio right away because he's my strongest card. And the reason why I use Del Rio most of the time in singles matches is because he's got, blue triangle, so he wouldn't match anyways with any of my other cards. It would just decrease their stats if I use him in a tag team match. So anyways, it looks like, well, Kofi Kingston here has better speed, but I've got better charisma. I end up winning. And afterwards, solo match, power. Okay, so in this one, I'm going to use... I could use Batista because he's got the better, power stats. But at the same time, just in case this next match, the third match, is a tag team match, I want to keep Batista. Because Batista, I can combine him with Reigns, and I can combine him with Rob Van Dam, and it's going to give those cards a boost, a 10% boost. While if I combine Reigns and Rob Van Dam, they're just going to stay as is, or they're not going to get a boost when it comes to tag team match. So I'm going to use Reigns. I mean, anyways, he's only got, 5 less charisma points, or power points. And plus, Roman Reigns has an ability that increases his power. Now, that special ability, I'm not sure if it's going to get triggered or not. It's there's a percentage of chance that it might happen. So I don't know if it will happen or not. But either way, look at this. I've got more power than Cesaro, so I'm going to win either way. So, Reigns beats Cesaro. I'm skipping this. And pretty much, I won the match right now, so this match doesn't really matter if I lose it or win it. I'm going to pick out AJ, no need for, a boost or anything, and I didn't need a boost anyways, because as you can see, my AJ Lee Pro stats are much better than Eva Marie stats. So, I win this one as well. Now, I'm skipping this, I'm just pressing on the screen, and, because I want to see what I get. I'm hoping I get something good, but let's see here. Alright, so again, 2 common cards. Alright, so I'm going to play one more match, and then I'm going to end it there. So, who should I go with? Let's go with, I don't know. Let's go with the guy with the Andre the Giant picture. He's got the highest amount of wins here. So, I guess this is going to be the biggest challenge. Let's go. Alright, Diva match. I'm not going to use a boost, going to use AJ right away, and he's got a Naomi card. I used to get beat all the time by the Naomi card when I didn't have my AJ Lee Pro. I used to have just the AJ Lee maxed out at Rare, and so I was getting beat a lot by Naomi and Cameron cards. It was getting annoying, but I then got another Rare AJ Lee card, so I combined them both, and now I win a lot of the Divas matches. Except if I'm going up against like an ultra rare Diva. So anyways, tag team, speed and charisma. Let's go with RVD and Batista. Because Rob Van Dam, not only does he have a good amount of speed and charisma, but he's got a special ability that boosts speed and charisma. Now let's see if he actually triggers that special ability. It looks like he doesn't. Alright, so we both get a boost. Oh, and he wins the tag team match. So this is the last match here. It's all about charisma. So just in case, gotta make sure I win this. So I will use a boost here. I'm going to use the first one, minus 17 charisma to the opponent. And use Del Rio. Hopefully I get this. And yes, as you can see, my Del Rio is a Super Rare Pro, and he's got an Ultra Rare Del Rio, but my Super Rare Pro beats his Ultra Rare because it is a Pro card. That's the advantage of combining two cards. Because if my Del Rio was just a Super Rare Del Rio, which was maxed out, I would have lost. But since it is a Pro card, I won the match. And that's one of the cool parts about this game, is even if you don't, get an Ultra Rare card, and you're kind of stuck with some super rare cards, if you combine your super rare cards, then that super rare is going to beat, an ultra rare. So, let's pick out here 2 cards, Rey Mysterio and R-Truth. Alright, so I didn't get, the best of cards this time around, but it's cool. I'm going to use them to train my Batista here. And, yeah, that's about it. So, as you can see, I showed you guys how this game is played, and also, by the way, the Batista, both Batista and Del Rio super rare cards, like I said, they're some of the most common super rares out there. Now, I've got a bunch of other super rares, I think 2 more. I've even got 2 super rare Bray Wyatts. So I might, at some point, maybe level them up and combine them and replace my Del Rio card with them. But the thing is, that would require a lot of patience because I would have to max both of them out. The reason why I'm, using my Batista instead is because I already had a Batista maxed out, so all I had to do was max out the other card. But with Bray Wyatt, I didn't have one of the Bray Wyatts already maxed out, so I've got to max out both of them to level 25, I believe, or level 30. I think it's 25. I've also got a super rare Andre the Giant, but only one of them, so can't really combine it with another one until I get another one. And I've got 2 super rare Brock Lesnar's, 1 super rare Cesaro, and the rest are rare cards. Oh yeah, and I've also got super rare Reigns and Vince McMahon. By the way, the Vince McMahon super rare has a lot of charisma points. And if you get 2 super rare Vince McMahons, I strongly suggest you combine them, because it is hard to beat. The charisma at that point he gets a lot of charisma, like over 300. So if you have 2 super rare Vince McMahons, I would suggest you max them out. Make sure to max them out before you combine them, both of them. And then combine them and then max them out. And you'll have a really strong card that you'll find a lot of people have a hard time to beat. So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to click that like button if you do enjoy this and want to see more of this, of Supercards. I can upload some more. I really enjoy playing this game, so I have no problems, posting up some more gameplay of this. So if you do want to see some more Supercard gameplay, make sure to click that like button, let me know also in the comment section, and if you do run into me and play against me in a match, try and record it. I'm going to post up the link for the Lightcam program, so if you want to record it using that, you can use that, and, show me how you fare against my deck. Like, I want to see how the CPU uses my cards, if you would use the same techniques and all of that. So, that's about it, and with that said, I'm out, guys, see ya.